Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg. I'm going to go over, update the cryptocurrency market, Bitcoin, Ethereum, go over some other coins too. And let's go over this first. We got some negative news. Negative news. Bears going to be jumping up and down over this news. They already are, guys. I've already seen on YouTube videos. Decided to go check it out. And man, this is the talk of the town for the Bears. Everything's going back down to zero. Yeah, it's going back down. So is it a possibility? Very well could be. Fed's going to keep raising rates. Those numbers were revised by the good old government. Bureau of Labor and Statistics or something like that. Department of Labor. And what they're doing is they revised the numbers where the inflation wasn't as bad as it was as the first half of the year. And inflation was actually a little bit higher than was expected the last half of the year. So all the numbers were messed up, but we know that their charts and their numbers are like, who knows what's the truth, who knows? So this is definitely going to scare people out of the market. And maybe they were right with the S&P 500. Okay, so here's the deal with Bitcoin, guys. No reason to panic yet. In my opinion, with Bitcoin up there, come down and complete that wave. And all you got to do is once it's there, there's going to be a retrace, not that high, but in this area. And then if you absolutely are scared out of the market, you exit up there. You don't exit right now, guys. So it'll do a retrace on Bitcoin. However, that is the bearish scenario. And there's a couple things just looking at Bitcoin here, guys. The other argument is that it came up and did this wave, and it's over here, and you have a good shot. If this is a flat move, if that's a flat move up there with Bitcoin and ABC, and it's coming down to do that, then you have a good shot. It's still going to make a move up. So what would be the scenario? Why would crypto go up and maybe the other markets? Maybe crypto is just going to rip off its other wave here and then do its massive correction. That's a possibility. Here's the argument for that, though, guys, is this is undeniable with this 12-hour RSI all the way down and oversold right now, basically. It's almost down there. It's at 31. And probably on this 12-hour chart, once Bitcoin rips off that wave, it could be down there even more, definitely into oversold on the 12-hour chart. It's not as deep in the daily. Obviously way down there. But still, that's a good signal that's a massive amount of hidden bullish divergence for Bitcoin, guys. And then looking at it too, this is so deep now that, you have to consider that, did it pull off a wave one? Did it finish it? You really have to consider that because it's so deep. It reset the whole cycle. And did it pull off a 1, 2, some sort of 3, 4, 5 and finish there? And now it's over here making a wave. You can't rule that out just with this. Normally that's how you find wave twos. And I was mentioning that previous in my videos. I was like, guys, this is put off the characteristics of a wave two. Can it be a wave four? It can be. There's just like so many ways you can go with this. But the other alternative is it's ultra bullish, and that this is going to be an extension of a wave three. And so here's the deal. We got to let this play out for this week, guys, and go let it get down to its correction and see what Bitcoin is going to do over here with this nonsense that's going to be going over in the traditional financial markets. Okay. But looking at Ethereum too, let's go over Ethereum. Check that out real quick, guys, because Ethereum I'm going to go over the alternate method. I was looking at Ethereum. I said, okay, let's look at this thing as bearish as possible. Let's just go look at it bearish. Okay. So what's the negatives here on Ethereum? It's got a wave and went up right here, and it has that massive wave. So here is the signal, the bear's argument. Right there to right there, you have hidden bearish divergence. Okay. However, you do have an impulse wave there. This is an impulse wave. There's no doubt about that. So for this to be an impulse wave and to be bearish, it needs to be an ABC somehow. So you got to be able to figure out how to get a 335. What's a 335? It's a flat. It's a flat. So somehow it's an A, B, and then it's a C. So this would be the C wave. And it's really, really difficult to get that in this wave structure because here's your three-wave move. So you need another one over here. So like 3, 3, and it doesn't fit. It just doesn't fit, guys. That's the issue that I have with it. So let's take a look at the retrace. Let's take a look at the retrace on Ethereum. So we got a 1, 2, and then it's working on this wave over here. So if this is a 1, 2, let's check the retrace. Okay, let's check the retrace on that leg. And you can see right there is it went beyond 786, guys. So the bearish scenario is A, B, and this is a C. But this should be stronger over here, guys. If this is A, B, and a C, then it should be higher. It should go higher, in my opinion. It should be at least 1-to-1, but you never know. It is a crypto market. Do whatever it wants. So now I took the retrace of this leg and over here, and it went beyond 786. It's 786 and went beyond B wave territory. On linear, it hit 886 on the nose. 886 on the nose, almost 90% retrace of that leg. Okay, so the signals for Ethereum are that this was a wave 2. Okay, so here are your options: 1, 2. Okay, that's your option, or A, B, C, and it should go. If it's A, B, C, it should go up higher, more like a 1-to-1 in this area. Or somehow, if you want to be creative, you can go to your chart and you can play with it and you get a flat out of that, because I can't get a flat out of this. This would be your C wave, and this happened to be your B wave. So just to say, let me put the A over here. Let me put the A there, A, B, and that would be the C wave. Okay. So here's the issue with it. Here's your 3 wave down, and this will be the C wave. So we need an A wave. Maybe you could get it like that. You could maybe go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 5. Maybe something like that. Maybe you could do it like that. Okay, that's a possibility, and you could have that over there. However, let's take a look at Ethereum on a 12-hour chart now. And Ethereum has a massive amount of hidden bullish divergence on the 12-hour. It took its whole wave sequence out, guys, on the 12-hour. So you kind of have to just start thinking that maybe, okay, it didn't take this one out, but it took that one out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got a wave sequence right there. We know we have that, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got a correction. If this is a flat, if Ethereum is doing a flat over here, it's going back up again, more than likely, guys. Now it could do a complex correction and screw around in there. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 5 up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the flat. And then now you have A, B, C, and then it's going to go into another A, B, C, and then it could do say a zigzag over here, and now you got a complex correction. I don't think so. It's going to do that. Just have to see how this plays out, because if it ended right there, what's the time sequence right here? Let's say it's going to be in there. Let's say 25 days now. And then how long did this one right here take? Take this. I think it ended like right in this area. So let's say, boom. That's 12 days and as long as 14 days. So the 4th wave takes longer than the 2nd wave. So that's a possibility. It's still not out of line in that area. So more than likely, the probability just with the RSI data is shooting for more upside, guys. That's what I'm getting out of it. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, or wherever this one ends up could be done right there, but this wave's not making sense. So 1, 2, 1. And it could be that too. It could be extension 3rd wave. Here's the thing you want to look at right here, guys, for Ethereum. On this chart, I go over this chart a lot. This is ETH BTC chart, and it's coming down in this move. So once it gets over here, okay, Ethereum is going to be taken off over Bitcoin. And then let's take a look at Bitcoin's, the Bitcoin dominance chart, right? I think that the Bitcoin dominance, let me go to a 3-day chart because you need a little bit more, didn't finish its trend right there. Okay. I think it's going to be coming up to this box, and it's going to be making this 4th wave over here, guys, in this area or something like that. Or this is 1, 2, and it's coming down 3, 4, 5 or something like that for that 4th wave. Because the overall trend right here, in my opinion, this is 1, 2, this is 3rd wave. This whole thing's a 4th in this area. and there's a never so gentle fifth wave coming down. More than likely something like, maybe something boom, and then boom, and then boom, and then boom. Okay. I'm telling you, Bitcoin dominance is probably going to be trending down. More than likely. More than likely. I could be wrong about that. Maybe this is some goofy structure here. This is ABC and then some B wave, and it's going back over there for an A wave. Very well could be, guys, but I don't see it. But looking under the hood on some assets is check this out. What we do, go over Polkadot. Polkadot is the one. I looked at this whole structure on Polkadot, and to me, Polkadot has done a bottom, guys, right in that area for this whole ABC structure, this wild correction that it did, and a 5-wave down with bullish divergence, and it's off out of there. So let's take a look at its correction on a 4-hour chart and see what Polkadot is doing real quick to get an idea of some of these other assets. So here's Polkadot, right? We're checking out Polkadot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it completed that with the bearish divergence, but now it's doing a 3. And see, what I'm thinking is Polkadot up in this area is doing a 5-wave move. So you can see right here, just have to see how this one's going to play out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's got another one behind it, right? It's got another one behind it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So basically, you want to see Polkadot land in this territory, this previous 4th wave, giving you a signal for Polkadot. Okay. It might not get that deep. That's general area, giving you a signal for Polkadot that this was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a correction, came back down, took it out. Let me check the 8-hour RSI. It comes back down in the 8-hour RSI, going up 1, 2, and it can go in another wave or A, B, C. So Polkadot is telling me that there's going to be more upside. More than likely, you have a good shot of that on Polkadot, guys. That's how I'm looking at Polkadot. Now, Polkadot follows Bitcoin, guys, or however you want to look at that. Gala, I went over that. I talked about Gala, saying it was in a, let me see which one. Yeah, correction down to these areas, for Gala. Look, here it is on the 8-hour chart. Yeah, it's taking everything out, so it looks pretty good so far. H bar, so under the hood, H bar can probably be doing a moonshot once again, guys. If you see H bar's RSI, start taking that RSI out, guys. That's a good concern to have right there. Right there with H bar, guys, because you know what that could be? 1, 2, 1, 2, and that's 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. So H bar could keep on going more than likely, guys. If you're in that coin, good job. Good job. That's a pretty good little run right there. So far, so good. And where's it going to end up at? 200%, probably something like that, guys. So going under the hood, I was looking at, I'm investigating Litecoin a little bit more, guys. And this is probably going to be the long trade here because Litecoin came down and reset that cycle right there. And the thing is with Litecoin is that, this could be 1, 2, and this is a 3rd wave potentially. And with that cycle reset down here on the daily, you see, it took everything out. It took everything out on the daily. Okay. And, this could be 1, 2, 1, 2 with Litecoin, guys, and it's going to moonshot out of there. You can't, you like just everything that it's doing in the RSI. So, Litecoin is setting up to make that shot, guys, in my opinion. It really is. I mean, unless the Fed is going to do some serious damage, with this, then possibly this could be broken. But either way, Litecoin is really, really setting up for this shot up here to $300-400, guys. Probably, $400, guys, over here, in my opinion. So you're going to make a lot more with a trade on Litecoin than you are with Bitcoin, guys, in my opinion. And just take a look at the Litecoin BTC chart right here. It's 3, 4, so it's in 1. Here's the Litecoin Bitcoin chart. So you got 1, possibly a correction there, 3, it's back on 4, and it's going to be making another one more than likely. So Litecoin is going to be outperforming Bitcoin, guys. Just looking at this chart, this right here is 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5. So yeah, I would just keep track of that chart too on your Litecoin trade, guys. And here's Matic keeps on going up, guys. I think Matic really wants to pull off that FOMO wave, guys. So here's the thing. It's really struggling in this area with that RSI, so it's probably coming up. But this whole area, wherever it corrects to, more than likely $1.07. If it's not going to push out of there, then this whole area right here, guys. So the reason I say it's probably not going to make it right now is just because of what's going on with Bitcoin and Ethereum. And once again, this right here. So this is probably settle it back down, and that'll be the FOMO way with Matic, guys. So Matic really wants to get that done and wants to get it done, guys. And lots of buyers are back there. UFO Gaming's doing a bounce. And what did UFO Gaming? So here's UFO Gaming. It could have reset its cycle, guys, right there on that drop. Okay. That's a pretty good bounce for UFO Gaming. Look at that. Let's check the 12-hour on that, see what it did. Yeah, it could have reset that whole cycle, guys. You see right there, boom, and then right over there, it could have reset it. What you want to see is UFO Gaming break those highs, and then that was a cycle reset right there for UFO Gaming. And that would be your one, wherever it is, 1, 2, right there. It's got to break those highs, though. It's got to break those highs, guys. But just looking under the hood, everything looks decent. Like here's synthetics. Okay, this is a coin that I'm in, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and it's coming down for an ABC. If synthetics stays like above $2.20, okay, in that area, that's a running flat, guys. That's a running flat, and that's very bullish. So synthetics will go 1, 2, boom, like that. You see here in the RSI, 12-hour RSI, it's getting down there now. It all could turn sour and start dropping down to those areas or even deeper too. So be aware of that. That could be wave 1 of the 3 of the 4 or 5 or something like that, guys. So, but under the hood, things are looking pretty decent in my opinion. So far, so good. So what you got to pay attention to next week is what's the DXY going to be doing, right? Is it going to do a moonshot? The VIX, what is the VIX doing? I'm still checking it out. I'm still thinking that maybe the VIX went into a flat 2, kind of like the DXY potentially, but it might shoot out of there. If it does, that's going to increase volatility in the markets and they're going to shoot them down. But I still think it's missing this 5th. There's a potential of that, guys. So I'm keeping my eye out with that. And a lot of the cryptos, man, are resetting their cycles, and some of them are still doing moonshots. What was that other one? Veracity. Veracity was still doing a moonshot. I got somewhere. Yeah, it's still doing its moonshot, guys. It's not done. Veracity isn't done. I hope that guy was on my Twitter follower page. I said, look, man, you need to make a decision quick because that thing could rip out of there. It was right in that area. Like, what do I do? I was like, you got to make a decision quick, guys. I can't pull the trigger for you, man. But I tell you, man, just like do enough that's in there. Boom. That you just wouldn't really care about, you know what I'm saying? Like risk it for the biscuit. That's what I would have done. Boom, and look at it, man. It's still going. 70%, almost a 2x right there on that little trade. So other than that, guy, Nakamoto Games is another one. Pay attention to Nakamoto Games, guys. It's on the I think it's on Polygon. That one's going to run probably with Polygon, guys. Polygon's going to do well. Nakamoto Games is going to do pretty good. And the chart looks really good too, guys, with Nakamoto. I think this is a whole chart. Is this the whole chart? Let me check that out. Whole chart. October 21. Let me check it out over here. Yeah, October 21. That's a whole chart. And you see it's been in a correction all the way down to here to September 22. And you got you have a nice move off the bottom on Nakamoto Games, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, probably up for a 5. Maybe somewhere here, and you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's not done either, guys. Nakamoto Games is going to pay attention to. Gaming sector is going to be huge. UFO Gaming, Gala, Illuvium, Vulcan Forge. Now you got Nakamoto Games, things like that, guys. So be checking those things out. Heart, what's Heart doing? Heart is dumping. Okay, Heart's coming down probably to those areas. Heart is resetting its cycle, and 17, 18 cents in those areas, guys, like checking out with Heart. Okay. It could have done its cycle and it's going to reset it. It's going to reset that whole cycle, guys. So potentially right here, let's check it out in a 12-hour. Yeah, it's going to come down and reset that whole cycle, guys. So it's going to do another run. So at a minimum on heart, guys, wherever it's going to end up, wherever heart, this is humans AI, wherever it's going to end up, that could be the A, wherever that be, and then it's going to at a minimum. If you're that's a bearish sequence. If not, that's your wave one, back down two, and it'll be going into a three. And that third wave will be stronger than this wave, guys, if you can believe it. So very strong wave it'll be going into, guys. So just be patient with it. Let it correct. It's doing a real good job of correcting it right there. It's probably a flat. I bet it's a flat up there. Probably some sort of flat move. And it looks like it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There you go, right there, guys. You see? Went up in a three-wave move. 1, 2, 3. So here you go. That's probably your flat move right there, guys. It's doing. Because flats, they do flats at the top. So 2.618 for an asset like this, it can go even 3.618, and that would be the area right there, right in these areas. Even bring it down a little bit more, guys, like that, 4.618, because it's so volatile. So it can go 1, 2, it's probably in 3, get down here, 4, 5, in that area. There you have your ABC is what I'd be checking out with hearts or humans. Your 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then your 5. And it can go all the way down there, guys, 15.015 cents. And it can reset that whole cycle with humans, guys, on a token AI. And there you go. You can get your second shot. You can get your second shot. Like I said, not financial advice. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Remember that. I could be wrong. And I am wrong. Often. All right, guys, everything looks pretty good. Just wait for this information right here. Let's see what happens, what's going to play out in the TradFi markets and the DXY, the VIX, and some other signals that I'll be looking at. But the signals in crypto are so far so good. So far so good, in my opinion, with Bitcoin, guys. Okay? Just wait for Bitcoin to figure out this, not figure out, to do what it needs to do. You can see right here in the 2-hour chart with Bitcoin back down. Boom, you see that? That is definitely some sort of fourth wave corrective move that it's in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and maybe down for a 5. There might be multiple sequences in there that I'm missing. So like, let's say that's the 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, it could be 5 like that. And then you could have 1, 2, 3, bigger bounce, 4, 5 like that, even deeper like that, guys. Okay. So with Bitcoin though, you know, Bitcoin is telling me that this is a flat. So, okay. So like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 5. So a 3 wave, a 3 wave, and a 5 is how I'm looking at that, really. So let's say it's here to there and then up. It's already at 2.618. Let me put it on the candles right here. Check that out again. Do another retrace, see what it is with the candles. Just check it. There would be your A. Up for the B. Okay, there we go. That's, yeah, 2.618, guys. 2.618. This area and down here too. That's the area you will be checking that out. If it's doing this, if Bitcoin is doing this move and you have a good shot that Bitcoin is doing this move, okay, flats are tricky. They're very, very tricky moves. They get people caught up. They make things gone bullish. They make people believe things have gone bearish. If Bitcoin is doing that move, you have a couple options. It's going to go into another sequence and it's going to correct. So what's the bearish sequence? No reason to panic yet. Move that off. Okay. So let's say this stuff screws everything up. So it's 5 wave. So if you need to exit 1, 2, 3, 4, let it just do what it needs to do. And it's going to do a correction over here, guys. Probably a 50% correction. And that's where you can exit on your Bitcoin if you want. More than likely, maybe not even that high, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you just get it over here, guys. So no reason to panic. No reason to panic. All right, guys. You know, this is going to throw some people into a panic, man. This is going to be, next week's going to be a big, big panic, guy. It's all going to zero. It's all going to zero, guys. That's what you're going to hear next week. Bears are going to be jumping on top of that. A little bit of information, throw it down. So just be patient. Let it play out. You have some decent signals so far. So good, in my opinion. Just have to see how it's going to play out, guys. You know, if you made it all the way to the end, do me a huge favor. Drop a like. Hit the subscribe button. Peace.